Hello, 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 and welcome to the daily political tarot reading here on the Black and Orange channel. I'm known as Autumn around here, and if you're having trouble hearing me, it's because my co-host is sound out. My co-host, Boo Boos and Kitty, is just completely, and his paws are dangling off his bed, and it's just adorable. Okay, but you guys are not here to see. Well, you're kind of here to see the kitty, but you're not here to just see the kitty. So, uh, oh, there's a good boy. Okay, so, yes, he's just very happy. He's just a happy kitten, which makes me happy. Doll. All right, so, welcome, welcome, and hello, hello. And usually I take the first 10 or 15 minutes and I get your political questions out of the chat to read on. If you're watching in replay, down in pinned as the first comment, and then later on also in the description box will be a list of the questions I covered today. And let me make sure I've got this up. And so you can just go down through what you're interested in, and you can just click on the time stamping and just look at what you're interested in and get in, get out, and on your way. So we have the best moderators on the internet right here. Yes, you. Yes, you. Thank you. Thank you. There's Jane, Lynn, and Cappy's mom right there. I mean, and we have others, and your troll slayers you've kept us safe all this time, all year. Since I started doing these daily readings the day after Christmas. So yeah, amazing. Thank you. Okay, and thank you for being here. So if I don't acknowledge you, or I don't I don't answer your question, it's never anything personal. I would hate to think that you feel slighted. That would never be my intention. I Even if I don't know, if even I can't imagine I would have, but even if I had once been annoyed with you for some reason, which I have trouble believing, I don't do grudges. I Life's too short. I got stuff to do, and let's just go get in that positive energy, and let's just move on in a positive way. And it's a good day, isn't it? Yes, Bannon was arrested, which is a good day right there. Let's just take a moment to bask in the words Steve Bannon, arrested and in custody. Okay, I just take a moment to just breathe that in. Okay. I agree with someone who I didn't see who it was. I'm afraid I was rushing, but I believe someone when I posted about it on the community page, someone said basically, geez, I hope this sticks. And yeah, so do I. So we'll definitely look at that today. Also, the Orange Fuhrer is having a bad day because the court, Cy Vance, Manhattan. Okay, I'm reconnected. I don't know where I was in that, but okay. Trump lost in court because he wants to keep his stuff secret, his information. Hello, Becca. Becca from House of Lenormand is here. House of Lenormand is in the house. Our house, our little humble abode here is better for it. True. Because Becca's awesome. Okay. What was I saying? Trump tried to block Cy Vance from getting his returns. Court rejected Trump's argument. Went to the appeals court, Trump lost. went to the Supreme Court, Trump lost basically enough that it said, "Look, you do not have any special protections. You can argue in a regular court just like anybody else, but you have no special protections um, from being from people seeing your financial records or from a grand jury or that sort of thing." So Cy Vance went back to a regular court, and the Trump people argued and said no. Um, so just came out today and said, no, I reject your arguments. Yeah, the buffering. Oy. All right, let me see if I can switch this over. Well, let me see if this helps. I'll see if I hardwire the camera, if that will. It doesn't always. Actually, it doesn't usually, but maybe it'll help. Hello, cuteness. Hello, cutie. All right, let me put this here and plug this in, because I can't do power and hardwire internet at the same time. All right. Hopefully that helps. I'm afraid that's the limit of what I can do. Beyond that, it's YouTube. Oh, 2 downvotes already. Oh gosh. I hope they're both bots. Otherwise, sorry. Anyway, I will get your question in just a minute. But today, the judge came back and told Trump and his people, tough, tough toenails. You are, you gotta, you have to submit that information has to go to Cy Vance and this grand jury. And so they were already expecting an appeal. I mean, literally, like the paperwork is now like it was like there was somebody like standing there practically. I don't know if it's true, but somebody like practically standing there with the paperwork for the appeals court. Like, oh, okay, that came down here. So it's actually already been submitted for appeal. But there are some procedural things in the way that might cause delays, which we've already seen Cy Vance arguing that, look, time is of the essence here. And this has already gone on for year and a half. And there are statutes of limitations, and there are all kinds of things here. And so he's going to try to move things along. Trump is saying that today in he went in the press spray, I think it's called, in the White House, he was saying this is the biggest witch hunt ever, and this is just a continuation of the biggest. No president's ever been treated this badly, and it's like, well, no, our presidents have ever been this corrupt. The one thing you've gotten an A+ in is corruption. Well done, Donnie. So he's saying, well, this is going to go back to the Supreme Court, and it's like, you know what? I don't think it is. The Supreme Court has ruled on this. It's if it's too broad or not too broad, they've said, look, you're like everybody else, and you don't get special treatment. Nobody else gets to go to the Supreme Court because one grand jury subpoena seems too broad to them. So, but it is going to go to the appeal. So it has gone to the appeals court. But anyway, the good news there is that it isn't that he's being held accountable. So in that sense, yes, it's another frustrating day. However, the good news is that his shtick isn't working. It is not working the way it was. And the courts and prosecutors he can't control, or he can't have Renfield Barr control. They are finally stepping in. And so things are moving in the right direction. To the point, and I know they're moving in the right direction, because if you have not seen it, do go on YouTube later or your favorite news source to watch Trump respond about that case. Today,
He gets very heated, and you can almost see the flop sweat. You can it's because we know what he's like, the way he talks, how he deals with things, we have this baseline. I mean, that's really the key about body language, reading body language is, yeah, there are some tells and what have you that are they're not universal, but they definitely point in certain directions. But once you have a baseline of how somebody normally talks, how they move, how they, when we know what he looks like when he's lying through his teeth. We know what he looks like when he's, but you can tell that there's that tension in as he's saying it, that it's like, oh, you're scared. Trump is scared. So that's not a bad thing. All right, so let me go and get your other political questions here quickly. I will scroll up and um, oh, just right. First thing, the kitty header pick is so soothing. I am so glad. I am so glad you like it. Oh, Uncover the News. Kristen's here. Kristen is our news anchor, our amazing. She is on it. Breaking news. Uncover the News has uncovered it. Okay, breaking. Cuomo signs bill to expand absentee voting in New York. Yes. Yes. Yay. That is fantastic. Okay. Jean saying, hi everyone. The only missing piece of the puzzle is Trump's finances. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna give anything in all caps. Renee, that looks like a comfortable nap that Boo Boo's and Kitty's having. Yes. Yes. When the kitties are happy, then I feel like I've done my job. Kitty toes. Yes. Elizabeth, hey. Elizabeth M. Is the QAnon phenomenon a Russian-based interference attack? Well, let's have a look. Oh, yes. The Orange Fuhrer today, or is it yesterday? Might have been yesterday. Because he was at a podium, not at the table like he was today. So yeah, it must have been yesterday where he was saying, I don't know anything about them. But if they're saying that I'm going to save the world, and those are the words he used, if I'm going to save the world, well, then who am I to argue with them? I can't even spell welcome after thinking about how awful that is. But here we go. Yeah. So this completely unfounded, appalling, disgusting conspiracy theory that has no basis in reality and accuses his political enemies of pretty much the most vile crimes you can commit. He's just like, oh well, profile in cowardice. Donald Trump, profile in cowardice. Okay, so anything else? Mimi, yes, please read on Steve Bannon. Will he flip or be pardoned? I will ask. What I am a little concerned about there with Bannon is something that I heard, and I may have misheard it. I hope I misheard it, but it almost sounded like when with Bannon, what's going on, if you don't know, is he set up basically a GoFundMe. He and some other people set up a GoFundMe to fund the wall, right? They were going to privately pay for parts of the border wall. And they ended up getting millions of dollars in donations. And they said that they weren't going to get any personal benefit from this. All the money was going to the wall. Well, but it sounds like there was one of the other guys who, when they took all of that money out of the GoFundMe, it went, now, see, this is what I misunderstood, and I need your help, because it sounded like that money specifically went to one of the other guys who started living a very lavish lifestyle. But Bannon's been arrested, which makes me think that he was living a lavish lifestyle based on this money too. But I don't know. Have you guys heard anything about exactly is he, you know, did they rob that bank and split it 4 ways? Or is there one other guy who got most of it and he's just implicated in being a part of a scheme to defraud? Because that will make a big difference on whether he's convicted, whether he's sent to jail. So, hello, Keisha, one of our amazing moderators. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your help. Ramona, is Bannon going to, okay, is Bannon going to turn state's evidence on Trump and Pence? Okay, so I've got that. Yep, I've got that there. Okay. Renee, Obama gave an amazing speech last night, and Kamala. Kamala, forgive me. Yeah, it was like I was floored. I just heard just a tiny little bit of Obama's speech, and I was floored. It was like, really? How great is that? So, okay, Ramona, is Bannon going to turn state 7 against her, which will lead to Trump and Pence removal from the White House? Now that, whether it is nobler in the mind to flip on a corrupt president, or face the slings and arrows of a court battle, there's the rub. And yes, I know I've skipped a few lines in there, but okay. Kathy, hey Kathy, YouTube, calm down, entertainment only. Yes. Okay, and looking. Becca's saying my motto: save the USPS. They'll indict more Spanky's people. I like it. Sue Williams, how will Biden fare against Trump in the debates? We'll look at that again. If Profiles in Cowardice shows up. It's kind of like my cats. Well, nothing like my cats, but a little bit like my cats in that this sweetheart right here, this absolute cupcake of a sweetheart. This is, and technically this is Bailey and that's Alfie, but I call them Boo Boo and Pumpkin. Anyway. Pumpkin is a big, mostly orange, also white, orange and white cat. They are not related. There's about a year's difference in their ages. Okay. And yes, this connect. Anyway, comfortable if this thing stopped buffering. Okay, it started working again. And my other cat, they're not blood brothers. There's about Pumpkin is about a year old. Okay. Okay. So they're both male. They're not blood brothers. There's a year's difference in their ages, and so as much as I would love to have those kinds of cats, that's not happening. Not with these two. No. And the more space they have to spread out, the more territorial they get. And since this view is wonderful for us, but completely boring. Nobody ever walks back here. There's nothing back here. Pumpkin wants to be in the front of the house so he can see, right? He wants to be in that front window so he can see exactly what's going on, because he regularly goes and this one regularly goes and finds Pumpkin and jumps on him and starts pawing at him and jumps on him and starts giving him grief. And Pumpkin puts up with it for a little while and he's like, leave me alone, and tries walking away and tries getting away. And I mean, he just keeps, you know, being a bully. This one right here, bully, trying to bully Pumpkin until finally Pumpkin is like, I'm done. I am done with you, and turns on him, right? They have a cat fight, and it doesn't last long, and they're always end up with there nobody's ever hurt. I've checked and checked and checked, but they always end up with little tufts of fur on the ground where they fought. It's like, oh geez. Guess what color the fur is? Always. It's white. He starts it, this one right here. He's the instigator. He starts it and starts it and starts it. Always. Always, always, always. Always loses as soon as Pumpkin is had enough. When they fight, Pumpkin always wins. So it's like I try to tell him not to be a bully, but you know, what can you do? And so I tried to tell you that story through 3 disconnections and 10 minutes of buffering, but that's why the coming debates, it's like Boo Boo and Pumpkin. He's gonna instigate and instigate and instigate and I'm so tough and you're in my space and I'm king of the world here and this is my house um and Pumpkin puts up with it. He's quite reasonable. He doesn't want to fight. He never starts it. Never, never, not until he's finally had enough and he turns on him. And this one is suddenly like, oh my gosh, I'm so stop. Yes, I'm so put upon. I'm how I'm the big. It's like, oh, really? So anyway, Alice is saying, Autumn, YouTube really hates you. Your channel always has issues. Well, I try not to think of it in those terms. That's a little bleak, but oh, and guys, I mean, is there any question that I love him? That I love them both? So anyway, I'll go back up here. Um, will Eric Prince be indicted next? All right, we'll look at that jerk. And then I thought I saw something about Bannon been accused of taking like $1 million or something. Didn't, but let's see. Maybe Trump is um, so beside himself about the idea of people actually looking at his financial records that he's just like, of that Bannon thing, that was nothing. Bannon took, oh, Kathleen's telling me Bannon took over $1 million for personal. Okay. All right, Steve who? Yeah, exactly, John. That was pretty much it this morning. And it started to annoy me that way that Trump said, because he said, I haven't dealt with Steve Bannon in how did he put it? That's that phrase he's always using in a great deal at a long period of time. It's like, really? Could you please just stop saying that? A short period, this will come out in a short period of time. I haven't dealt with him in a long period of time. You'll know an amazing health plan will be here in a short period of time. I'll be releasing my taxes in a short period of time. It's like, oh, just we know you're lying. We know you're lying and minimizing when you use that expression. He's been arrested for fraud and money laundering. And I'm going to put that down here to make sure that that is forever in this chat, in the list of questions. I want to make sure that's there forever. Ramona, who's Spanky? That would be Trump. I'd refer to the Stormy Daniels story. Chris, hey, Bannon took over $1 million. Okay, from them. Okay, thank you. Ricky saying Trump doing a debate from inside the bunker. It's so unfair. It's so unfair. Okay, got that, Chris. Thank you. Thank you for your help, guys. Really appreciate it. Uh, Another Russian opposition politician. No, has he died? Navalny? What is that guy's name? I know he was poisoned again, and he was in a coma. Oh, did he die? Oh, he's been poisoned repeatedly. I want to say he's been poisoned. He was almost blinded, and he just keeps fighting against Putin. And you know what? I'm pretty sure he's taller and better, and I think he's better looking than Putin is. Well, I mean, just to really stick that knife into Putin's, uh, you know, inadequacy issues. Oh, please tell me he's not actually dead. Oh, okay, Ricky, my dog Lady does that to my other dog Spice. Lady's very territorial. Yep, there we go. Yes, I was saying that. Okay, and it just jumped. Oh, Chris is saying still in a coma. Navalny, thank you. Navalny, that was it. Oh, bless. I just please, that man he is fighting the good fight. And he's putting his life on the line every day, and he just keeps getting up and fighting back for freedom. And it just if you can put him in your prayers, please do. He is out there fighting. Matter of fact, I think we should read on him. Um, oh, someone's saying, wait, Chris is saying he's still in a coma. Linda's saying he was killed. Find a report of his death. Okay. Um, yeah, I heard, um, not dead, in a coma. Okay, so that's what I had heard. Oh, they're saying he's not going to come out of it. Are to fight a just cause. Anyway, let me pull out some cards. It's with all the buffering and everything. I mean, I of course was talking too much like usual, but um, that buffering really soaked up a lot of time. So let me just pull out some cards and start reading. What deck should I use? I'm trying to look at the questions and see what. Boy, we're going from Navalny to QAnon to Steve Bannon to Trump to Eric Prince. I'm being drawn to the 70s tastic Morgan Greer. There we go. I think I got all the cards. I'm being drawn to this deck. So, for what it's worth. So we'll start here. Thank you guys so much for being here. It is so great that I get to spend this time with you every day. I really am very grateful. All right. Bannon needs a zombie deck. I hear you. Okay. Oh, Eclectic Witch asking for prayers. Oh, parents had to evacuate. Yes, absolutely. There are a lot of, yes, please send good energy to witches, parents, but and the other people who are really suffering out there. It's quite dangerous. Oh my God, more polonium soup. They're thinking his tea was poisoned. Navalny. Okay, so he's on a ventilator, poison in the tea suspected. All right, so starting at 32, so I'm going to be, I'll just see what I can get through today. Man, I don't know anything about him. I'm not saying that he's, I don't know what kind of person he is, but boy, is he fighting the good fight. And seriously, if you were repeatedly poisoned, I mean, would you keep fighting? If you came that close to death over and over, would you keep fighting? And it's easy, I think it's easy from the outside. Sorry, I'm trying to put my hair back so I can put a clip in it. I think it's easy for us in the outside to be like, oh, of course I would. I don't know. I mean, you don't know until you're in that situation. Seriously. Will the death of Navalny break the will of the Russian opposition? I hope not, John, but let's have a look at that. I do feel like, unfortunately, I feel like China, they're not going to have people fighting for freedom in China are not going to have any luck for quite a while, which is just gut wrenching. But Russia doesn't feel that strong. So let me, okay, we are now at, excuse me, 34, right there. All right, let's look at Navalny, how he's going to fare, how he's going to do. You're a brave man, sir. All right, I'm going to close my eyes here for a second. I'm going to reach out for the energy. For what it's worth, what I'm getting, I'm feeling him. He's fighting. It's like the eight of swords, the holding still, where that person is like wrapped up and bound, but it's like he's bound, but he's in there and he is still struggling, still fighting. I'm gonna get better. I'm not giving up. I'm you know, his energy. He's still in there fighting. He's not giving up. He's not gonna give up. Putin has worse karma than this, Tina. I do not read directly on Putin. Well, maybe on rare occasions, but in general, I just even reach out for his energy a little, and I want to just hurl my cookies. His energy field. Oh my gosh, there's ugh, torture, like the most vile stuff. Anyway, Navalny. Does reading on Putin is like reading on Beelzebub? Yes. All right, Navalny. Okay, so Navalny, people are praying for him. A lot of people are praying for him. That's good. Some Russians aren't. They think he's a troublemaker. Well, we have Trump supporters here. What can you do? But there are a lot of people praying for Navalny. He's just in there. I reach my energy toward him, and I just keep. It's like he's in a box, and he's struggling like this. Just, oh, I'm gonna get out of this. I'm gonna get up again. I'm gonna keep fighting. This can't keep me down. I mean, he's just, and that's the energy. And I'm like, whoa, okay, I hear you. Okay, that's your fighting. That's good. But it's this, wow. All right. So, and it's like, don't even say, I'm not going to get out of this. I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to get out of this, and I am going to keep fighting. And it's like, you know what? Good for you. But let me just see what the cards have to say. I'm not questioning. Yeah, Putin's done enough that he's made quite a few people it feels like quite a few people in Russia think that they just wish Navalny would go away. And it's like, well, what about him being poisoned? And then it's like they're being lied to. I don't know what Putin's saying about this. Then again, are there journalists actually questioning Putin about, oh, by the way, your uh, biggest opposition leader has been poisoned again? Is Putin just saying, just, oh, that is unfortunate, nothing to do with me kind of thing? And then the people who are Putin supporters, you say, yeah, he's in a coma. And they're like, it's like, okay, sitting pretty. This man is in a coma. Okay, seriously, I'm just more and more impressed. This man is in a coma. This man has been poisoned again. He's in a coma, and I have got, for him, I've got the card of the fortunate one. What Kirsten Langston calls the sitting pretty card. This is, I'm not down. I'm certainly not out. I might be on a ventilator, but that means he's 100% fighting. I've never run across something like this before. I'm so impressed. I am so impressed. 7 of Wands on the defensive, King of Pentacles. I don't know what sign he is. Does anybody know? 3 of Wands. I believe he was traveling. Wasn't he on a plane? It was he out on a plane or something, and he was poisoned. I want to say he was traveling. 9 of Cups. 6 of Pentacles. People, I'm not getting a death card here. Yes, on a plane. Okay. I'm not seeing a death card here. I mean, maybe there's a possibility that could be he's a martyr and he's such an inspiration. He got ill on a plane and they diverted. Very strong-willed. I agree, Michelle. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's. Let me see if I can get any qualifiers. Is he going to come out of this? Is he going to survive this? Okay, the doctors, the energy around the doctors, not so positive. Iwat is saying if Navalny passes, Putin will have a real tough time with people who supported Navalny. Yes, but enough? Yeah, that's the question. Enough people? I can't throw stones. I can't throw stones at Russia about Putin because I'm an American and I'm stuck with Trump. We're stuck with Trump. And yeah. Maria's saying he won't let evil win. He has a steel kind of will. He does. GM Dave, too long without oxygen. Yeah, but the doctors do not feel, they feel very, it's done. But he himself, if anybody can come back from this, it's him. Or he might be diminished, that he can only do a little, but wow. He's a Gemini? Navalny's a Gemini? What is Putin? Does anybody remember offhand what sign Putin is? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Because if this isn't Putin, then it's someone who is hired to do this. Kathy, understand he doesn't fear death? Libra. Wow, that's not an earth sign. Yeah, I think this must be the man who poisoned him. While he was traveling. I'm only gonna come out of this. He doesn't fear death. It's like it isn't even that he doesn't fear it. He is laser focused. His spirit is laser focused. That is completely, he's fighting. His spirit is fighting. Empress, Mother Russia. Unfortunately, I mean, this is a card you usually get for America, but I'm being drawn to that. I know that's a different, that is kind of the American, that one is more American eagle than, but I'm just being, this is Russia. This is Mother Russia in this case. Queen of Pentacles, World, Tower, Justice. It feels like there's going to be some kind of investigation into what happened to Navalny. You know, one of those investigations. And he gets basically thrown to the wolves to take the fall. And Russian prisons are nothing to sneeze at. But the center of this reading is major completion. End of chapter. And then I've got a tower. Gosh darn it. Pink, I'm reminded of Dean Winchester arguing with this Reaper. Yes. Yes. I remember that episode. Oh. McKeon was the actress. What is her first name? Anyway, the very good actress. All right, Navalny, are you done? I mean, I know you're not done. Okay, I'm not even going to ask you because you fight the good fight. I'm behind you 100%. I'm not going to ask the doctors because, whew, yeah, yeah. Hi, guides. Hello. Is Navalny going to recover from this? Between us. I think I heard his time here is done. But there's a but, though. There's a but. His time here is done, but. That's the thing. I mean, we come into this world and we have things. Some people say we're here to learn lessons. I don't know, maybe it's just because I have a 6th house sun, which is the house of daily work, but I don't think we're here to learn. I don't think we're here to learn lessons. Okay, it says I'm back. I hope I'm back. The reason I think I'm getting his time here is done, and there's just a little bit at the end of a but, is because our guides want to help us and they want us to do what we're here to do. And you can, there are certain things that are like, there's certain things that are laid out to happen in your life at certain times. But if you suddenly say, no, wait, I'm going to do this instead. I'm going over here. It may not feel comfortable, may not feel right, but I'm going to do this over here. Your guides and the initial response from your guides is, okay, if that's what you need to do, because you are the one on the ground, you are the one who's there, and we are here to support you. So if you want to go over here, if you see a need to go over here instead of going this way, which is where you're supposed to go, then we will support you doing that. Most of the time it's going to fall apart, but you know, it's they want, our guides want to help us. And if we decide we are going to change the script, quite often on the other side they'll say, okay, there, okay, back to this, okay. That's why I think I'm getting his time here is done, but so is Navalny, is his time here done? Institution, Page of Cups, one man against Putin and his entire government. Okay, King of Wands, man who takes action. Judgment. Knight of Wands. This is someone taking over. This is him setting the example to fight, to stand up against tyranny. He's in the center of the reading. Not I mean, if he's Libra, he's an air sign, but yeah, I'm trying to feel this. Yeah, this is it's like he's the man who took action, but judgment's coming, and this feels like somebody else picking up, someone who's not a king yet, but someone who's a knight, someone picking up that action, picking up that rod and saying, I'm going to carry this forward. So bless him. Bless him. But he hasn't given up yet. Nope. And if there is some way he could come back from this, if there is some way that, even if he's diminished, I think he'd do it. I think he could come back in, you know, a shell of who he used to be. And I think he'd still come back and do it. They'd just be like, no, okay, I'm going to be in pain every day. I'm going to suffer. I'm not going to, you know, I won't be able to tie my shoes, or I won't know my name anymore. I don't care. I'm going back. I will be there. I will draw breath in the world, and I will set the example. I will be an example of this man's tyranny. I mean, he's just, if there's a way back, he is going to find it. So, all right. Let's see if I can read on something else. If YouTube will allow me to read on something else. 51. Gosh, this is quite a day. Everything is delayed because of all the buffering. All right, Steve Bannon. All right, what's going to go on with Steve Bannon? What is going to go on? Oh, it's hard to believe any of these people have a heart to break. Will this poisoning be a turning point against Putin? I'm feeling like, I'm so sorry. Can I read it on this again soon, Connie? Because I'm feeling like I need to just leave his energy alone right now. Leave Russia. I should just leave everything connected to him alone, because the other side, they are surrounding his spirit. They are doing everything they can to help him, and I don't want to. It's like they let me in to look and to share the message, and then they want me to. It's like, we need to work now. It's like, okay. Okay. Oh yeah, Trump was mad. That was Obama's speech was epic. Epic. All right, we are at 52. All right, a second here. Bannon. Steve Bannon. Every time I reach out for his energy, I don't know if he smokes or not, but it's like it's like that when you're around a smoker, heavy smoker, that smell and that kind of film. It's just ugh, yuck. What do you think, kitten? What do you think, cute kitty? You doing okay? I'm having to read on a really rotten human being. Who would not appreciate the cuteness of the kitty? Yes, you're so good. You're so good. Bannon. He's a bucket of slime. He just is. His energy, he's just a bucket of slime. Stay on nicotine, smoke, and alcohol. Yeah, guys, I mean, that's exactly. Hey, Anne saying my first granddaughter was born this morning. Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations. Excellent. Okay, back to Bannon. Bravado. I'm going to get out of it. I'm going to get out of it. Trump's going to pardon me, or, you know, he did things for Manafort. He'll help me. Ranker. Okay. Insult to injury. The Emperor. Yeah, he worked for Trump. World is at the center, so end, big completion of a cycle, end of something in a big way. And there's the Empress, and that is America, putting him behind them and concentrating on the fool, which is who he worked for, focusing on Trump. Okay, so basically there's zero sympathy for him overall. Okay. But is he, oh, Tower card, is he going to jail? Prison. Is Steve Bannon going to prison? Is he going to be convicted? Is Steve Bannon going to be convicted? Is Steve Bannon going to be convicted? Oh, a squirrel just ran across the backyard. This one, it's like, oh, what was that? Bannon looks sick all the time. Or are you saying Bannon's so gross inside and out? Yeah. So is he going to? Let me reach out for this energy. I have to get into this energy. All right, I'm just gonna. I just had a shower. Okay, I'm closing my eyes. Hey Ben, how's it going? He's nervous. This is gonna sound stupid, but it's the truth. He's not as stupid as Trump. He knows there can be consequences. He knows he's not as protected as Trump. So he's got a whole lot of bravado going on right now, but he's got some real fear underneath there. And he's going to be getting a lot of positive messages, like in his mail, from Trump supporters and that sort of thing, saying, be strong, you're fighting the good fight. He's going to take a lot of solace in that. But at the same time, he's also going to be very dismissive, like, I don't need that help. But he's going to actually quietly, like, really love getting the mail. But then it's, I don't need to read that. But then, you know, it goes back to, oh, this might be the beginning of something larger. That is not a card of this is a one-off. I mean, yes, it was a lot of money, but, and, tell me more. He robbed the MAGA folks that they won't support him. They may not see it that way. They may say, oh, he's being framed. Oh, he's, they've made it all up. It's a witch hunt. It's a hoax. It amazes me what these people will believe, but they'll believe it. Let's see how Fox News is spinning it. Tower. That didn't end well, did it? Queen of Wands, Six of Cups. He's expecting Trump to pardon him, to help him, save him, whatever. Knight of Pentacles. He's waiting for some kind of emissary, some kind of message from Trump's people. Hang on. Where was he arrested? Like, where is he being held? Is this state or federal? Ewot saying he's also involved in another controversy with someone who is Chinese. Domino's, maybe. Okay, Harry's mom saying, I watched Fox News. Oh, you bless your heart. I watched Fox News. They were amazingly straightforward and honest with it. Okay, that's good. So that's where they're starting. Let's see if that continues. It's federal charges. Republicans in his future. They don't feel like they're horribly against him. Especially since Steve Bannon seems like the type of, okay, here's a question. Put this here, does Bannon have, stuff on Trump that could get Trump into, he was arrested in Connecticut along the coast. Thank you, Rob. And that you guys were helping me, Robin, or their federal charges. Thank you. Trump, Harry's mom saying Trump has already said he feels bad for him, so he's signaling a pardon. T-Muse, he was arrested on a yacht off the coast of Connecticut, but it was owned by Chinese businessmen. Okay, I see. Excuse me. Does Bannon have dirt on Trump that would make Trump want to Pink? Wonder if Trumpy will wish him well. Yeah. Does Bannon is Bannon going to Trump force? Is Bannon going to Trump? Is Bannon going to force Trump to help him? Because Bannon knows stuff. Because if Trump signals protect Bannon, Trump's cronies will. Oh, and once again, let us cheer coward Sir Marco Rubio about the Volume 5. All right, Knight of Swords. All right, investigators, that sort of thing. Okay. Oh, I'd say he's got something on Trump. See that first card? That is the corruption, the vice, all the awfulness. Four of Cups. Yeah, what goes out. It's well protected. I don't know if this is literal, but it feels like there's a safety deposit box somewhere, kind of thing, with something in it. Is what that feels like. And yeah, make a decision, because Bannon can drop these swords on Trump if he chooses. But it ends with a prosecutor. Oh no. No. Tell me that prosecutor is not a bar appointee. Like he's got something on Trump. I mean, it's like, hello. It's like, are you kidding me? I have fangs. Look at this card. Look at me. I have fangs. I have an upside down pentacle. I've got a fly in the middle. I'm red, like a horror movie. Yes, I am something that Bannon has on Trump. Hello? Is Barr going to get involved? Or is he already involved? Linfield. Illusion and delusion. Are they going to mess up the case? Judgment? Communication? On the defense? There's evidence. Can't do much about the evidence. Trying to get Bannon to shut up. Keep Bannon quiet. This might not go well for justice. And I was so happy he was arrested, but I'm getting really clear energy. The corruption he knows about Trump. Trump he gets arrested. Bannon gets arrested, and Trump sending a message. Yeah, Bannon will have to put up with some, garbage. But this is evidence that should convict Bannon. But this is the card for the reading, the illusion, delusion, the basically trying to slot this in here to make this go, or make this much less, or make it go away, for Bannon to keep his mouth shut. Mouth shut. Regina, Trump has already said he had nothing to do anymore with Bannon, and he didn't like the project. Yeah, watch the tape. We can watch the tape, Spiff. Oh yeah, because there's the tape of the time of Trump saying, yeah, this is a great idea. So things gonna go. It's a card of disappointment. It feels like it's more ours than his, but his too. King of Cups. Oh, bless you, Joe Biden. Things may change dramatically for Bannon once Biden's in office. Partnership. Suddenly the energy's a lot clearer. Page of Swords. Four of Swords. Page of Pentacles. This gets knocked back down from once Biden's in office. This whole thing gets knocked back down from, major arcana, Tower, Judgment, Tower, Judgment, Devil. It gets knocked down from this level to this very small human level with very little rancor. This is my quiet as a tomb card. And a human level argument between the prosecutors and the defense. Once Biden is in office and there's a real attorney general of the United States. So, oh my gosh, if Bannon's out on bail, he's gone. Talk about a flight risk. He spends most of his time around the world. He'd just stay there. He'd just go and stay. He's a massive flight risk. Okay, so one, let's enjoy that he's been arrested. Two, between now and just a few months away when Biden takes over, and I still believe very strongly Biden will, there may be some very frustrating things that happen. But it says just as clearly that once, come January 20th, things are going to change oh so dramatically. And Mr. I'm so important Bannon and his oh so important corruption and his oh so important knowledge of Trump and his oh so important, yeah, that's going to go away. It's going to be like, no, we have evidence. Your Honor, we have evidence of the corruption. We have the bank records. This is a very straightforward case. This man is a flight risk, and he basically stole all of this money. He's stole $1 million or more, so. And it's going to be very simple, straightforward, so. So, does, oh, they haven't made up their minds on bail yet, good. Is he going to get bail? Because if he flees the country, he's never going to be able to step foot. If he flees, Biden can bring him back later for prosecution. It's quite possible too. I've got a card, the suspension card. That does not feel like someone who gets bail. That's someone who's stuck. He can't use be fleet of foot. Oh, there's that devil card again. People who just well, of course, people want to know what he has on Trump, but yeah, he thinks he's very important, but he doesn't realize that his time is passing. Democrats are coalescing around Biden, and yeah, Democrats are coalescing around Biden. Yeah, so that's that. Okay, we're at almost 70. Yeah, and time stamping is going to be very interesting for the simple reason that there was so much buffering that I know the time it's telling me on the camera is not the time that's going to be at the end, the final time. But anyway, Maria saying bye, lovely people. I have to rest. Rest well, Maria. I wish all of you so much good. I really do. Analysis. Obama breaks open Democratic convention. Yay. All right. I am asking about the debates. Presidential debates. How will Biden fare against Trump in the debates? How are the debates going to go? This energy is a lot clearer. Oh, yeah. Coward Sir Donald. Let me see here. How's Biden going to fare in the debates? How is Biden going to fare in the presidential debates? Honestly, I think he could win just by showing up and showing he has a pulse. That's about it. It'd be like, yeah, we want him. Queen of Cups. Oh, he really loves his wife, and his wife really loves him. I asked about Biden, how Biden's going to do in the debates, and boom, there's his wife. It's very nice energy. It's very strong energy. Showboating. Oh, good point, hieroglyphic. Hello. Showboating. Ha, he was arrested on a boat. Because I was what Trump said about the GoFundMe, Bannon's GoFundMe, to raise money for the wall. I thought he was showboating, and he was arrested on a boat. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Eugene. Thank you for keeping us safe. And Linda, thank you for keeping us safe. So, okay. Well, first of all, it feels I'm the first card for the debates. I'm getting the word suspension, suspending debates. I've got a thief card here. I've got a sword of truth in the middle. Then I've got a Queen of Pentacles, howling at the moon. And I get Queen of Pentacles usually means groups of Republican leaders howling at the moon. That paints quite a picture, and it's not that things are going to go well or even happen in any kind of time frame, but it doesn't feel like it's because of Biden, this energy is Dr. Biden just looking at him with love and wishing she could be out there with him or you have to pull yourself together and let the man go out there, be brave and but you love him, so you want to you know you wish you could do something. So it's like um she's expecting him to go out there and debate. This feels like right before, like he's going out the next day, or he's going out soon, or he's about to go out. But suspension suspension of the debate, something about a thief, and the sword of truth right at the center. I'm wondering if this is about Trump, something coming out that where the debates have to be suspended because the Republicans en masse, congressional Republicans, just go nuts. They just absolutely go through the roof. All right, well, it's about judgment. So tell me more. Tell me more. Pink, I'm wondering if Joe Biden will have a major role in fixing or updating our education system. I would imagine yes. We'll have a real first lady, says Kathy Anderson. Yes, yes, and yes. Um, who won't decorate the White House like a morgue? Okay, the debate. So what's going on here? What's going on? Are the debates going to be suspended? What sort of truth is coming out? What is going on here? You told me a very clear picture here, so tell us more. Let me see if I can really close my eyes, really reach out for this energy. Hang on, guys, just a second. Something coming out. I'm getting a mental image is a dividing line. There's a line, but it's like before, like we're in the before this, and then there's the after this. It's a dividing line, and it feels like it's running. It's like running through Congress. It's like a break, a crack, some kind of fissure. It's like running through one of the chambers. Oh, and there's Rubio nearby. Hello, Rubio. He's on He's on the other side, and he's almost trying to straddle it, but that's a different thing. What is this? Something, yeah, something. Something's coming out. Something, and it's causes major fissure. Is that the right word? Crevice? No, fissure, crack. Is anybody else getting anything like that? I mean, it might just be my wishful thinking in my subconscious. So that's why I always I say, no, don't listen to just one reader. Get the consensus. Knight of Cups. All right, I'm getting at I'm getting this weird tableau. It's like in one of the I don't know what chamber it is. I'm not getting I don't know. It just looks congressional chamberish. And there's this crack that goes right through the middle, which is symbolic, of course. But it's not like, oh, between the people on the right and the left. No, it's through the whole but this is coming from, it like hits the president, or it hits something so hard that it causes this crack, right? That runs through Congress. And the Democrats are over here, and they seem like they're back from it. And they're just standing there like, whoa. Jane saying, I hear France and Germany cheering. Do you? Okay. What else are you guys getting? Please share, you know. Um, there's nothing I do that you can't do, and you could probably do it better. I just I have a lot of I've done this a lot. I have a lot of experience, but that doesn't mean I we are all a part of the divine. So I do want to know what you're thinking. It's about I'm getting Trump's taxes. It's the Trump org. This is the Trump dynasty. This is a dynasty card. Foolish things he did. Wow, the energy is just like starting to just like pour through me. That's weird. Very strong. Very strong. Like the way that like water would flow into a fissure. Just like whoosh. Page of Cups right in the middle. Queen of Swords, investigators. It feels like people arresting people. This seems too good to be true. This seems too good to be true. But the energy is very strong. All right, look, I'm going to tell you what I'm getting, but it sounds way too good to be true. And I always question when I get stuff like this, okay? What this is saying is the debates are going to be suspended. Like there is one, and then, but like maybe one of the other ones, but again, I'm getting suspended because of theft. That's brought out by the sword of truth. Hello, Crystal. And en masse, the Republicans going through the roof, furious, absolutely furious that something's brought out this close to an election, like Cy Vance or something. But so it's like, all right, well, yeah, because she's even Dr. Biden's even surprised. Suspension. And then and this fissure cracks through Congress, through the floor, through the very floor itself, exposing the cement, the stonework. And here's the Democrats, but they're not near the fissure, they're over here, and they're just watching this happen. They're like, whoa, okay, there's that. And then I'm getting, so it's like, okay, well, what is this about? I'm getting the Trump dynasty card. It feels very much like the Trump dynasty and the foolish things he did. This could be, I'll have to ask for a qualifier. This could be his kids. This could be. I'll have to ask a qualifier on that. I'm hoping it's not Maxwell related, but that's because I don't want any of that to be true, even though it probably is. But I just don't want any of that to be true because I don't want kids being hurt. But I know reality. Arrests. This is arrests, and this is there aren't enough Republicans. Now, I'm not saying that Republicans are going to be arrested. I'm trying to think through what this could be. Maybe it's that because the Republicans are so upset, they're calling some kind of hearing or they're calling some kind of something rather, but they're severely outnumbered or something. Wow. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. DeJoyce testifying tomorrow. I don't think this is that, but okay. Crystal's asking, does Trump have a secret escape plan? I read on that yesterday, Crystal. Just have a look at the time stamping. October surprise. Okay, so I should ask, is this Maxwell related? Oh, talk about energy that makes me want to just, ugh. All right, is this Maxwell related? Gillian, or however you say it, Grizzly Maxwell. It's a card of witnesses. Let's see here. Insult to injury. I'm not even gonna, you can guess what that is. There he is. He's back. Yes, he's back. Oh, I've missed you. I have missed your energy. Yes. Oh, yes. That's we're asking about Trump. You can just park your kitty butt right on top of Trump. That's fine. That's what he deserves. Center the reading. Am I missing a card? Did I only pull 4? I guess I only pulled 4. So card for the reading becomes important. With that King of Rods in the center. I'm asking, is this Maxwell related? Evidence, insult to injury, things in private. I don't think so. There's some stuff coming out about that eventually, but it's not going to come out soon, is what it feels like. Check with other readers. Seriously, check with other readers. Hello, sweetheart. Can I have this, please? Can I have this? Yes, I think you're on another card too, but I can't quite see. Well, cards of God. Like in life, you use the cards you're dealt. All right, that's not buffering there, so is this buffering here? Okay, so what was this? Okay, I'm gonna go back here and see what you guys are saying. The secret escape plan. All right, Obama's speech was magnificent last night. That's true. Okay, David, could it represent RNC division on a nominee? Autumn, I'm feeling something like a huge divide in the Republicans. Is that the divide you seek? Let me have a look. Boo Boo is, he's a cool cat. Yes, he is, Dave. What if some of those indicted people flip and turn on Trump? Well, let's see. Okay, is this like a Cyvance thing? Oh, you're okay, sweetie. You're okay. You're okay, sweetheart. He's a good kitty. Desrat, you might want to change what you just wrote there. Please. Please. Debates are going to be held on September 29th, October 15th, and October 22nd. Thank you, Rob. All right, so what is this? What is this? Divide. Is this just me being too optimistic, or? Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Desrat. I figured you were trying to write the word focused, but yeah, you can't. Yeah, I don't want that kind of language up here on my chat, please. But I'm grateful you're here because you do a great. It's great having you here. Thank you. That's Mar-a-Lago. Something about Mar-a-Lago. Something about the money. The money used. The money used to buy Mar-a-Lago, or things like it. Illusion, delusion. 10 of Wands is a burden. Hermit. Knight of Swords. That's investigators. And again, I've got that rancor. People having searched in secret. People having looked at records. Trump's been blowing smoke this whole time. We know that. He's going to get the records. Vance is going to get the records. Somebody's going to get the records, or they're going to get official copies of the records where they had perhaps like unofficial copies or incomplete copies or something. But it does not feel like Cy Vance is going to have to start from scratch when he finally gets that paperwork. Not completely. Something they have studied in the quiet, fruits of labor, how Trump made his money. This is about Trump's money. And if this is a different, I honestly, I don't know if I believe in multiple timelines. I mean, the universe is so strange that, who knows? But, and if this is coming through from another timeline, that this is happening there and not here, and that's why I'm feeling it so strongly. It's like, can we come visit? Can we just, can we just get one TV that's showing the trials and the hearings and the, Russian loans, laundered money. Yeah. There aren't enough Republicans. There aren't enough Republicans. Let's see if there's anything else I can get. Viola. Viola Blue is beautiful. Beautiful name. My cards are showing signs of a delay to the debates. Thank you. That's what I was getting. Yeah, okay. So it's not just me. I mean, if it's not just me, do tell me. I mean, if you're getting something different. But you're getting a delay. Yep, there's the sun. Tower. I'm trying to get more information on this. And though I've got the sun and I've got the tower. Lots coming at him. Lots coming at Trump. Oh, there's some Queen of Cups you were sitting on. Well, I don't think Dr. Biden would mind you sitting on her lap. People are suffering in this country. They've had it with Trump. Nine of Cups. Three of Pentacles. The Republicans feel kind of flat-footed. They thought they kind of sort of had potential plans in case something like this happened, but it's not really great. And the Democrats, whatever this happens here, and all this coming against Trump, the American people are suffering, and they are just like, good, can you please go away? Because they want something better. I mean, overall, of course, Trump always has his base, but Democrats are ready. Republicans are not. That's what that feels like. But that's what I'm getting. I'm getting something's coming. Something about Trump's money is coming. It's going to delay a debate, delay the debates, 1, 2, or 3, all, I don't know. So, I guess that's all. Okay, let me see if there's a message for us. See if there's a message for us. Jean, feel it in the air tonight. Hold on. And it feels like I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Because that's what it feels like these last 4 years have been. Forever. Message for us. We're here, we're listening. What's the good news? Hello, Laura. I said, what's the good news? And what popped up on the chat for me was Marilyn saying, police. Okay, stick to your knitting. There's an, I know it has other meanings and the basis of it, but basically it's just do your work. Just, you know, um, you're here to, you've got things to do while you're here, and just live your life, do your best. Just it can be all the chaos, it can be all of the what it is, the ups and downs, but just have that through line of just stick to your knitting, you know? Have you eaten a vegetable today? Did you get some, did you do some, did you get some exercise? Did you walk around a little bit, or I don't know, lift a couple cans of beans or something just to, get some circulation going? Did you clean, whatever it is you can clean? Did you, do your chores kind of thing? So, be good to yourself, Jean, exactly. There's the very steady energy. Yeah, we've been choking on Trump's smog, but his time's coming to an end. Pardon me. Biden. And then the chaos, there's still going to be chaos, but we're going to sleep better at night. But it's going to be hard. And there's no reason to sugarcoat that it's going to be hard, because the smoke's going to clear. And when the smoke clears, and the smoke clears, whew, it's going to be, the economy is going to be decimated, and we won't have a vaccine yet, but soonish. And soon, we have soon, as I'm getting soon. We're going to have lost a lot of people. We've certainly been through trauma, but this will be reality. It's one of the things. There's a book called "Gray is the Color of Hope." It was written by a Russian political prisoner, a woman who was sent to a camp in Siberia for daring to basically print local anti-communist information. She was sent to Siberia, the Gulag. And in her story, she said of all the things she went through, and it's a harrowing story of the deprivation and the coldness and the whole thing. She said the worst thing about all of it were the lies, when they would look you right in the face and they would lie. And this is going to be hard, but it's almost a relief because it's reality. And that's what's coming. Thank you. See, the passing emergency vehicle would just give us a little toot of happiness there. Or a little get out of my way, either way. This is going to be easier. So the cruelty, all that, but no, this is, at least we'll be dealing with reality. All right. So there are good days ahead. There really, really are. And who knows? So do check with other readers. And I watch other readers now and then. Some more regularly than others, just because only so many hours in the day, I'm afraid. If I'm not watching yours, it's nothing personal. Trust me. I'm not an ill will kind of person. Maybe I'm just too conscious of the energy around us, but yeah. more than anything, you know, if people in my life who have really, really hurt me, I don't want to hold a grudge. I don't want the best place I want to get to with them is it isn't I hate you or I despise you. I want to get to I nothing you. That's 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 always my goal. If someone's really, really hurting me, I would just want to get to a point where it's just I nothing you. So, all right, hang in there, guys. That was really interesting. Sounded a little too good to be true. I always worry about that, but it was very clear. The cards were clear. Cards were fairly clear. Yeah, the energy was very clear. So we'll see what happens. All right. Autumn is our druid. I take that as high compliment. I actually knew a druid back in the day, an actual practicing druid who lived actually in this area way back when. A really interesting guy. Um, but anyway, you guys hang in there. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm here every day. All right. Take care. Be safe and enjoy the day. Enjoy. Look for something positive because it's out there. All right. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.